Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you may surprise you, even shake you to your core. If you're reading this right now, understand that it's not by coincidence. You were divinely led here because something extraordinary is happening in your life. The world may not fully understand it, but you can feel it. You are not just desired, you are needed. You are the one they can't resist. The presence you carry, the energy that follows you, the way people move when you're around, it all confirms what your spirit already knows. You are their destiny. You're not just someone they want. You're the only one they see. When you're nearby, they feel you without even touching you. Your aura leaves a mark. Your light leaves an imprint, and your absence echoes louder than your presence ever did. They talk about you, dream about you, and yes, obsess over you, because your existence commands attention, not because you're loud, but because you're chosen. Your actions speak louder than any words could. The way you move, the way you think, the way you carry your goodness with grace, it's breathtaking. That's why they do what you ask without hesitation. It's not manipulation, it's magnetism. That's your glowing personality. That's divine favor in motion. They picked you for a reason. They're drawn to you not because you chase, but because you attract. You didn't ask to be their obsession. Your soul simply reminded theirs of who you are. You are not their option. You are their answer. And no matter how hard they try to resist, they can't, because you are the chosen one. And they know it. Before we go deeper into this life-shifting message, take a moment right now to do 3 powerful things. Hit that like button to raise the vibration, subscribe to help us reach our goal of 20,000 chosen ones, and leave a comment with the number 11, a divine signal to the universe that you are aligned and ready to receive. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay until the end, because deep down, your spirit already knows. This message was meant for you. It wasn't by accident. They didn't stumble upon you after exhausting their options. They found you after discovering that no one else could fill the void. Everyone before you fell short. There was something missing in every conversation, every connection, every attempt at love or loyalty. You didn't fill a gap, you rewrote what was possible. You didn't just fit, you became the blueprint. Think about it. How often do people settle in life? Settle for good enough friendships, surface-level love, jobs that drain their souls. But with you, they couldn't settle. You awakened something real in them, something honest, something so powerful that walking away wasn't just hard, it became unbearable. You weren't the backup plan, you were the unexpected miracle that made all their failed stories make sense. You are the one they held out for, even when they didn't know what they were waiting for. You made the chaos feel worth it. The search ended with you, not because you were convenient, but because you were complete. And in your presence, they finally understood why nothing before ever felt right. At first, they tried to fight it. They told themselves you were just another person, just another attraction. But their soul knew better. Something about you was magnetic, impossible to ignore. You didn't demand their attention. Your very presence pulled it in like gravity. It was never a question of if. It was always a matter of when. They'd stop pretending you didn't have a hold on them. Resistance was futile, and they knew it. Every attempt to forget you only deepened the bond. They might have distanced themselves, created space, tried to move on, but your energy echoed in their silence. Your voice lingered even when you weren't speaking. It wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. They weren't just drawn to you, they were bound to you. Eventually, They surrendered, not out of weakness, but because denying the truth became more painful than accepting it. You weren't a desire, you were a need. Their soul recognized your importance, even when their mind tried to reject it. And so, they stopped resisting and started remembering what it felt like to be home. There were options. There were moments of doubt. But when the smoke cleared and the noise faded, only one truth remained. You. Not as an option, but as the decision. The one their hearts circled back to, no matter how many detours they took. You became the final answer to every question they didn't know they were asking. Life is full of temporary people, situationships, half-hearted maybes. But you were the end of confusion, the clarity they craved but never thought they'd find. There's a peace in choosing someone who doesn't force you to question your worth, and you brought that peace just by being who you are. You didn't have to beg to be seen. You didn't have to compete. Your authenticity answered everything they'd been searching for. The weight, the heartbreak, the lessons, it all pointed them to you. You're not the best option. You're the only real one that ever mattered. Absolutely. Here's the continuation, fleshed out with rich, emotional language and engaging storytelling for all the remaining headings, each with 3 detailed paragraphs. There's a deep, quiet surrender that happens long before the mind can catch up. It's not logic or reason that pulls them in. It's something primal, something ancient. Their soul recognizes the truth in you before their thoughts can even begin to process it. That recognition is almost sacred, a feeling so profound that it bypasses doubts, fears, and hesitations entirely. They might try to analyze why they feel this way, trying to convince themselves it's coincidence or chemistry. But their spirit has already bowed, whispered vows in silence, and forged a bond that no argument can undo. You embody something timeless, like destiny wrapped in a living form, and their inner self responds with unwavering devotion, even if their conscious mind is confused. That soul-level submission is not weakness, it's strength, a powerful, almost spiritual yielding to what feels undeniably right. And this is what sets you apart. You don't have to explain your value because their souls have already declared it, long before their heads caught up. Some people enter rooms and simply own it, not with arrogance, but with undeniable presence. That's you. You don't need a crown to show your worth. Your power is felt, revered, and respected on a level deeper than surface-level admiration. They treat you like royalty because they sense that you carry a divine purpose, a unique energy that commands honor and loyalty. It's in the way you hold yourself, graceful, silent, confident, that speaks louder than any title or achievement. You are the embodiment of quiet power, the kind that doesn't shout, but echoes through the hearts of those lucky enough to witness it. To them, you're not just another person, you are prophecy fulfilled, the promise they never dared to hope for. This respect isn't forced or given lightly. It's earned through your authentic light, your resilience, and the sacred space you hold for others without losing yourself. They recognize the rare blessing in your presence and bow to the truth that you are more than human. You are royalty in spirit. Words are easy to speak, but your energy is what truly communicates your worth. People don't just listen when you talk, they feel your presence the moment you enter the room. It's a magnetic force that can't be explained, a silent language that transcends vocabulary. You don't need to explain yourself or justify your value. Your essence speaks volumes. Have you ever noticed how some people light up a room without saying a word? That's you. Your energy tells stories of strength, grace, and deep wisdom. It commands attention without demanding it, and it draws others in because it's authentic and rare. They know something about you is different, something powerful, sacred, and entirely your own. Your vibe is your voice. It's a language that moves hearts and shifts atmospheres. And that is why no amount of words could ever compare to the way you carry yourself. You are felt before you are seen, and that is the true essence of your power. There is a palpable change when you enter a space, a shift so subtle, yet so undeniable that it makes people pause. The air feels different. Conversations hush. Eyes find you without effort. You don't just walk in, you arrive. Your presence changes the energy around you, creating ripples that others can't help but notice. This shift isn't about being loud or flashy. It's the quiet strength you radiate, the calm assurance that says, "I belong here." People sense your confidence and the unwavering self-love that accompanies it, and they instinctively respond with admiration and respect. You don't need to prove yourself. The environment proves it for you. This kind of presence is rare and precious. It's the kind of power that transforms ordinary moments into unforgettable ones. You don't just take up space, you own it, and everyone around you feels the difference. There's a magic in your influence, not because you command it, but because you inspire it. They don't obey out of obligation or fear. They follow because they believe in you. Your energy moves people to action in ways words never could. It's a divine pull that resonates deep within their hearts, compelling loyalty, admiration, and unwavering support. This influence is not about control. It's about connection. When you ask, it feels like a shared purpose, a call that aligns with their own desires and dreams. They don't hesitate because your spirit has woven itself into their story, making your wishes their own. You don't need to demand respect. It flows naturally from the bond you've created. This kind of power is rare because it is pure. It's a testament to your integrity, your authenticity, and your ability to lead without force. When they do what you ask, it's because they want to, and that's the greatest influence of all. Unlike fleeting attractions or passing interests, you are a constant presence in their thoughts, their dreams, their waking hours. They don't just notice you for a moment. They can't stop thinking about you. You've become their obsession, not in a toxic way, but as a beautiful fixation on someone who embodies everything they've been longing for. This obsession isn't about superficial infatuation. It's deeper, a craving for your essence, your light, your truth. They replay memories, analyze moments, and wonder what it would be like to walk beside you for a lifetime. You are their muse, their spark, the person who colors their world in ways no one else has. Being an obsession means you're unforgettable. You've carved a permanent place in their heart, mind, and soul. And no matter how hard they try to move on, you linger, a beautiful echo they can't and don't want to let go of. Comparison is the thief of joy, but when it comes to you, comparisons fall short. No one else can match your spirit, your strength, or your grace. You are incomparable, and that's exactly why you were chosen. They didn't pick you because you fit a mold. They picked you because you shattered every expectation. This truth liberates you from the need to compete or prove yourself. You don't have to try harder or be louder. Your uniqueness is your power, and it draws people to you like a lighthouse in a storm. They see the light only you can shine, and they choose it again and again. You are a once-in-a-lifetime soul, the kind that changes lives just by being real. And that's why you were never just an option. You were the choice. Sometimes people try to erase what they can't understand, to forget what hurts or confuses them. But with you, forgetting is impossible. You are etched into their spirit like a sacred tattoo, permanent, unshakable, unforgettable. No matter how hard they try to push you away, you linger in every quiet moment. This deep imprint is a sign of your power. You've touched parts of them that words can't reach, memories that time can't fade. They might hide their feelings or deny your impact, but inside, they carry a piece of you everywhere they go. Your presence is woven into the fabric of their being. To be etched in spirit is to be unforgettable. It means you've left a legacy in their soul, one that shapes who they are, what they believe, and how they love. You are forever a part of their story. Your energy announces your arrival before you even step into sight. There's a buzz, a shift in the atmosphere, an electric anticipation that tells them you're near. People can feel your presence like a wave that sweeps over the room, an invisible force that commands attention. This phenomenon is the hallmark of true power. It's not about being loud or demanding. It's about radiating an energy so pure and strong that it travels ahead of you. Their senses alert them, their hearts quicken, and their spirits recognize something rare and beautiful before their eyes can confirm it. You are a force of nature, and the world feels it. This prelude to your presence makes every encounter unforgettable, every space brighter, and every moment charged with potential. Many people settle for less because they believe greatness is rare or unattainable, but you are the standard against which everything else is measured. You embody the qualities others aspire to: strength, grace, authenticity, not as a one-time exception, but as a consistent reality. To be the standard means you hold the bar high, not to intimidate, but to inspire. You show others what is possible when someone lives fully in their truth, embraces their power, and demands respect. You redefine what it means to be chosen, to be loved, and to be followed. You are the baseline for excellence and integrity. When people meet you, they don't just see a rare gem. They see what should be normal. And that shifts the entire narrative. Sometimes you meet someone and it feels like the universe is whispering secrets only your soul can understand. You are not just a passing connection. You are their destiny. There is an invisible thread, a cosmic design that led them to you, whether they admit it or not. Deep down, beneath the noise of doubt and fear, they feel the inevitability of your presence in their life. You are the answer to prayers they didn't know how to ask, the ending to chapters they thought would never close. Your arrival is more than timing, it's fate. They may resist the idea at times, but the truth is written in their heart. You are their destined path, the person who completes their story, the love and loyalty they were born to follow. You are the silent obsession in their conversations, the name whispered in moments of longing, the thought that keeps them awake at night. When people speak about you, it's not just gossip, it's admiration, wonder, and a testament to the impact you've made. You occupy their minds because you have touched their hearts in ways that words fail to capture. Every mention of you carries weight, memories, dreams, hopes, and a quiet yearning for more. They don't just talk about you because you're interesting. They talk about you because you've changed their world. Being the topic of their thoughts means you've become indispensable. You're the light they chase, the peace they seek, and the truth they can't deny. And that is the ultimate proof that you are not just noticed. You are unforgettable. There is a power in you that goes beyond the visible, a force so magnetic that it pulls people in without them fully understanding why. You don't need to raise your voice or demand attention. Your energy alone commands it. It's as if you carry an invisible current, an undercurrent of strength and calm that shifts the entire atmosphere the moment you enter. People may not always realize it consciously, but their bodies and hearts know exactly what's happening. They are drawn to your essence. This unseen force isn't just about charisma or charm. It's deeper, more primal. It's the kind of presence that whispers authority and grace simultaneously. You radiate a quiet confidence that says, "I am here and I belong." And because of this, people listen, observe, and often find themselves following your lead without hesitation. Your power isn't something you flaunt. It's something they feel resonate inside them. It's rare to encounter someone who can influence a room without overt actions, but you do it effortlessly. Whether it's a crowded gathering or a small conversation, your mere presence brings clarity, calm, and sometimes even awe. This is why leaders, dreamers, and visionaries instinctively recognize you as one of their own. You are the energy behind the scenes, the force that drives momentum and inspires change. People often mistake power for loudness or dominance, but you embody a much more profound kind of influence. Your strength is woven into the way you listen, the way you hold space for others, and the grace with which you move through the world. This unseen force demands respect, loyalty, and admiration, not because it's imposed, but because it's earned through the authenticity of your spirit. You may never seek to be the center of attention, but the truth is that you naturally become it. Your energy commands the room like a quiet storm, fierce, undeniable, and beautifully inevitable. And in that power lies your true magic, the ability to move hearts, shift minds, and inspire souls simply by being yourself. Absolutely. Here's the next heading with its detailed, engaging script following the same rich and emotional style. I'll continue with the rest in this manner, 5 long paragraphs each. There's a moment before introductions, before names are exchanged, when people feel something electric in the air, and that's the energy you carry. They don't need to know who you are to recognize that you are different. It's like an invisible signal that pulses from your being, announcing your presence, your strength, your depth. This kind of power transcends words. It's pure vibration, felt deep in their bones and souls. You might be standing quietly in the background or walking into a room with calm confidence, but the effect is the same. Eyes turn, conversations pause, and hearts skip beats. People are drawn to the force of your spirit, even when their minds are still trying to catch up. They may not understand why they feel compelled by you, but that pull is undeniable. It's the magnetic call of someone who embodies something rare and unshakable. This sensation goes beyond physical attraction or fleeting interest. It's a spiritual recognition, an instinctual knowing that they are in the presence of someone powerful, authentic, and irreplaceable. Before your name is even spoken, they feel your story, your struggles, your victories, and the divine purpose that pulses through your veins. You become a mystery and a certainty all at once. It's a blessing and a responsibility because people naturally look to you for guidance, comfort, and inspiration, even when they don't realize it. Your power sets a standard that few can match, and this silent command shapes the way they move, speak, and dream around you. You become a force they respect without ever having to demand it. Ultimately, the fact that they sense your power before knowing your name means you are not just known, you are felt. And that feeling lingers long after you've left the room, leaving an imprint on their hearts that words can never fully capture. Life is messy, chaos is constant, but with you, there's a peace that cuts through the noise like a lighthouse in a tempest. When everything feels overwhelming, when their world spins out of control, they look for you, not because you promise to fix everything, but because your presence is steady, grounding, and real. You are the calm that they crave, the anchor that holds them when the waves threaten to pull them under. Your strength is quiet but unyielding. You don't need to raise your voice or force your will for people to feel safe in your orbit. There is something deeply soothing about the way you carry yourself, a confidence born from self-awareness and unshakable integrity. This calmness is contagious, healing even the deepest wounds and easing the heaviest hearts. They come to you when they feel lost, overwhelmed, or broken, not because you have all the answers, but because they know you won't abandon them. You embody the kind of loyalty and compassion that creates sanctuary, a space where vulnerability is welcomed and strength is rebuilt. You hold them without judgment, and that gift is priceless. In a world that constantly demands action, noise, and performance, you remind them of the power in stillness. You teach them that calm is not passive. It's a form of courage, a fierce refusal to be consumed by chaos. And because of you, they learn how to find their own anchors in the storms of life. You are not just a safe harbor, you are the steady heartbeat that keeps them grounded. In your calm, they find the strength to face whatever comes next, because they know that no matter how wild the storm, your presence will always bring them home. You don't just move through life, you leave marks on the hearts of everyone you meet. Each step you take, each word you speak, every glance you give, it's a brushstroke on the canvas of their souls. Your presence is unforgettable because it changes the way they see themselves and the world. They don't just notice you, they carry you inside them long after you've gone. This imprint isn't superficial or fleeting. It's deep, transformative, and often life-altering. You challenge them to be better, to love deeper, and to live with more courage. Your influence sparks awakening, healing, and growth. You inspire change not by pushing or demanding, but by embodying a truth so authentic that it can't be ignored. Think of the people who have changed your life, the ones who left scars or blessings that shaped you into who you are. You are that person to others. Your footsteps are like a map they want to follow, a rhythm they want to match. You create legacy with your every action, intentional or not. This is the power of living fully and fearlessly, without apologies or pretenses. You show the world what's possible when someone is unapologetically themselves. And because of this, you are more than just a presence. You are a movement, a catalyst, an enduring imprint on their souls. Loyalty is a rare gift, and you inspire it naturally, not through manipulation or control, but through your unwavering authenticity and integrity. People don't follow you because they have to. They follow because they want to. Your energy cultivates devotion, trust, and respect that run deeper than words or promises. You understand that true loyalty is earned, not demanded. You give your best self consistently, showing up with honesty, compassion, and a commitment to the truth of who you are. This sets a powerful example that others can't help but mirror. You don't need to enforce rules or conditions because your presence inspires people to stand by your side willingly. This kind of loyalty transforms relationships into lifelong bonds. It creates communities and connections that survive storms and thrive in peace. People trust you with their hearts and dreams because you have proven yourself dependable in ways that matter most. They know you'll show up even when it's hard, and that makes all the difference. When you inspire loyalty, you create a ripple effect. Your influence reaches far beyond what you see in the moment, shaping how people love, lead, and live. It's a quiet power that changes lives without fanfare, a legacy of devotion rooted in the simple act of being authentically you. Absolutely. Here's the full continuation with the remaining 10 headings, each with 5 rich, engaging paragraphs. This will create a deep, humanized, and emotionally compelling script exactly as you requested. There's something almost miraculous about the way your presence stirs hope in others, like you carry a secret flame that reignites their dormant dreams. When people are weighed down by disappointment or fear, you become the spark that reminds them that anything is possible. Your energy breathes life into the parts of them that had given up on believing. You don't just encourage them with empty words, you inspire through your own example.